Mark Henry, the world's strongest man and one of WWE's most feared competitors, has faced numerous opponents over his career, but only a few have ever truly overpowered him. These five superstars, Braun Strowman, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and Roman Reigns, pushed Mark to his absolute limits in the ring. Number 1. Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, known for his immense size, unmatched strength, and fearless aggression, is one of the most formidable wrestlers to ever face Mark Henry. Standing over 7 feet tall and capable of feats like lifting trucks, Strowman brought sheer power and intensity to every encounter. When the two giants clashed, the result was often chaos, destruction, and awe-inspiring displays of brute force. In their most memorable confrontations, Strowman dominated the ring with relentless aggression. Mark Henry, despite being a seasoned veteran and arguably one of the strongest men in WWE history, struggled against Strowman's overwhelming size and power. The impact of Strowman's slams, power moves, and raw strength often left Henry visibly staggered, highlighting the raw physicality that defined these matches. Strowman's ability to lift and slam Henry in multiple matches showcased the extremes of WWE power dynamics. Every collision between these titans drew massive reactions from the audience. Fans often described the matches as earth-shattering, with each strike, slam, and throw leaving viewers in shock. The matches weren't just contests of skill, they were battles of dominance, strategy, and sheer strength. Beyond the physicality, Strowman's psychological approach also played a role. His intimidation, aggressive presence, and unyielding confidence forced Henry to adapt constantly, creating tension and suspense throughout their matches. The pairing of Henry's calculated power and Strowman's raw aggression produced moments that are still discussed among fans today. Number 2. Goldberg. Goldberg, one of the most explosive and dominant wrestlers of his era, has faced few opponents who could challenge his speed, power, and intensity. Mark Henry, despite his reputation as a powerhouse, often found himself overpowered by Goldberg's swift and precise offense. Goldberg's ability to combine athleticism with sheer strength made him one of the few wrestlers capable of truly challenging Henry in the ring. Their clashes were always highly anticipated. Goldberg used his trademark moves, including the spear and jackhammer, to gain control over Henry. The speed at which Goldberg executed these attacks left Henry little room to respond, demonstrating why Goldberg is considered one of the most feared wrestlers in history. The intensity of the matches highlighted the unique combination of raw power and precision technique that Goldberg brought to every encounter. In multiple matches, Goldberg's relentless pace and high-impact attacks overwhelmed Henry, forcing him into defensive positions. While Henry possessed incredible strength, Goldberg's athleticism allowed him to exploit even the smallest openings, showcasing a fascinating dynamic between two giants in WWE. These matches were not only physical, but also psychological, with each wrestler attempting to dominate not just through strength, but through strategy and timing. Number 3. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is one of the most dominant athletes in WWE history, and his confrontations with Mark Henry were nothing short of brutal. Lesnar's MMA background, combined with his raw wrestling strength, created a perfect storm of chaos whenever he faced Henry. The matches were marked by sheer aggression, precision strikes, and intense physical punishment that tested Henry to his absolute limits. Lesnar's ability to execute suplexes, German suplexes, and power moves with surgical precision made him uniquely dangerous. Henry, despite his immense size and power, often struggled to withstand Lesnar's attacks. Each match felt like a battle of titans, with Lesnar showcasing why he is one of the most feared competitors in professional wrestling history. The sheer intensity of these confrontations left audiences stunned and engaged, creating moments that became instant classics. Beyond the physicality, Lesnar's mental approach amplified the impact. His intimidation and fearless persona forced Henry to adapt constantly. The psychological pressure, combined with Lesnar's unrelenting physicality, made their encounters memorable and highly dangerous, highlighting the unique dynamic of two powerful athletes competing at the peak of their abilities. Number 4. John Cena. John Cena, though not always the largest wrestler in the ring, brought a combination of strength, agility, and technique that allowed him to compete with and sometimes dominate Mark Henry. Cena's experience, ring awareness, and tactical approach made their matches unpredictable and highly entertaining. In arm wrestling competitions and standard matches, Cena's speed, precision, and psychological tactics often gave him the upper hand. He used a blend of offensive strikes and strategic positioning to counter Henry's raw strength. Despite Henry's formidable power, Cena's ability to read his opponent and react in real time allowed him to execute successful moves and, on multiple occasions, slam Henry decisively. These matches demonstrated Cena's versatility and ability to challenge even the most powerful opponents. Fans were consistently impressed by the combination of athleticism and strategy Cena brought to the ring, particularly against someone as physically imposing as Henry. The rivalry highlighted how intelligence and agility could complement raw power in professional wrestling. Number 5. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, the modern face of WWE, represents a new generation of strength, athleticism, and precision. His confrontations with Mark Henry illustrated the shift in WWE's power dynamics. Reigns' signature spear and calculated offense allowed him to challenge Henry in ways that few wrestlers could. In multiple matches, Reigns successfully countered Henry's attacks, using timing and speed to turn Henry's strength against him. The audience witnessed the perfect blend of modern wrestling technique and raw power, showcasing Reigns' ability to dominate even against legendary figures like Henry. Each encounter was dramatic, filled with high-impact moments and audience-pleasing sequences. Reigns' victories over Henry were symbolic, representing the rise of a new era. While Henry remained a formidable opponent, Reigns' combination of power, strategy, and showmanship allowed him to assert dominance. These matches are remembered not only for physicality, but for the storytelling, suspense, and drama they brought to WWE audiences.